the end of Season 3, which means I've got to send off my favorite Season 3 God Squad. I've been building this team for the last month and a half through all the content, and of course, I will be getting new cards to replace a lot of them with, so I think it's time to say goodbye. Most of my lineup are set 3 cards. That's who I was using during Season 3. It was a great season of cards. The bullpen, a lot of set 2 cards. We're going to send us off with one final ranked game with this team together. Some guys like Adley and Acuna and Griffey and, so on will probably stay on the team for a bit. But for now, it'll be probably goodbye for a good amount of them. So I want to send them off in a nice, proper ranked game. Funny enough, I probably used a good amount of them in the durability theme team, which was the last late night scan we made. And again, these are during Season 3 that I've recorded these last few episodes. So you're watching in the future right now during Season 4. Let me know if you're looking at this God Squad, who should I replace with Season 4 cards on this God Squad? Who gets sent to the sun? Let me know. I'd love to see it even in my future self. But we're going to pitch with Satchel Paige. I'm going to be doing a late night scan tomorrow, saying goodbye to set 2 cards. So I want to save Randy Johnson for then. But I played 2 ranked games, both late night scans. We've played well. I kind of want to keep it up. And we're going to see how Satchel Paige does. And I'm going to do only one more game this season, not make World Series. I'm not sure. I asked about this last video, but let me know in the comments. You want to see me really sweat it out, maybe get to Legend at some point, maybe highlight the World Series push and stuff like this? Or do you just want to see me talk about whatever the game is that I'm playing and maybe don't need to see me sweat my butt off on my way towards World Series? I'd love to hear your comments below. Because I'm cool with sacrificing the World Series push in general and focus on doing this stuff without that, just highlighting the games that I play. Also, it says this dude has the Ian Happ boost, but no boost. And I don't even see him in the lineup. And he can't have the captain activated on his bench. I feel like something's bugged here. So I'm going to double check that Rap Fam here has all of his players properly. I'm worried something's going to be broken here. That gives me red flag there. No, I'll just let it fly, Let's see what his lineup says here. I feel like it's pretty on board. I remember seeing Devers. All right, let's just go. We'll see what happens. But Satchel Paige. He is definitely someone that I feel like you gotta pitch with as like the likes of Nolan Ryan, where he's got a lot of velo. He's got a great break on his breaking stuff, but you're really reliant on the velocity and not much of the control. You got pretty big pars here. You're not going to be dotting too much. Accidental dot there. You're really just about aiming in certain areas of the zone, maybe getting someone to chase like that. Maybe not trying to aim right on the black, especially with non-fastballs. You're trying to rely on the break and the velo to carry you all the way there. So, what's nice, he's got the outlier. He's got a pretty nice slider. I'm interested in the screwball and how that'll play. How will the screwball play as a breaking ball here? It seems very slow. Yeah, you're not going to dot that pitch. That is for sure. You're going to probably throw that just below the zone if you can. There we go. I will say maybe the play is that the curveball and the screwball are 2 different speeds. Curveball is slightly quicker. Might be able to bait some more swings by mixing the 2 in together. But we'll go down and slider here off that fastball. Hope he expands the zone. Ah, he did. Good swing. Good swing. Kind of caught the plate. Got the PCI on it. Let's see if we could dot this right here. Beautiful. What was his timing on that? Very early. Okay, so he was selling that out. Let's go down the way screwball. Yeah, I feel like you probably got to throw the screwball almost like you would a changeup in this scenario. Where you just got to throw it below the zone, hope you get some early swings. He is sitting fastball. You're getting a sinker low just below the zone. Man, this dude is check swinging left and right. You know what? You get a high four seam above the zone. Good take. Let's go screwball. Oh, he hit the spot. Beautiful. Oh, he get behind the back from Jackie? Love that. All right, so that was good. We hit the spot when we needed to. I definitely got to get used to someone like Satchel. I'm already hesitant on the velo with how well our opponent already started off by the timing on it. You know, he was all over that timing. He was early on it all. So I'm going to probably be mixing in a lot of the other stuff. See if he slows down, gets off the fastball a bit. But here we go. Greg Maddux, a little bit of an opposite pitcher. The slow stuff. They be dotting the zone a lot. I kind of want to use this early part of the game to see what type of pitches he likes most. You know, it's going to be a lot of sinker cutter, of course. But which spots does he like to throw the most? Sticking a lot on that lower part of the zone here. Every pitch has been down here so far. Went a little higher with a sinker there. I'll take that swing all day. Probably go slow stuff away after being really early on that. That's like the default. Went low slider. A little too close to take. It was a well-located slider. Again, I'm cool with that swing. It's solid contact. But yeah, Maddux is an interesting one. You got to see how aggressive people pitch with him. I kind of want to gauge where he's at here to start. I'm just going to let him throw some pitches. And if he does pitch me aggressively, then we'll shift very quickly into aggressive swings. So far, he's definitely nitpicking the zone a lot. Hasn't really thrown much in there. And if he has, he's been sticking away with a lot of that. Probably throws away here again, too. Yeah, tried to dot that cutter, just missed the spot. He's like really nitpicking the zone, trying to dot the black. Let's see if he goes backdoor cutter here. I'm starting to PCI down in the way. Oh, I want to check the swing, Griffey. I wanted to check it. Maddux is one of the only curveballs that actually could like bait me on Hall of Fame below the zone because it is so slow and floaty. Good pitch. It's a lot like an all-star curveball. That's why it gets me sometimes. So I have Granderson hitting cleanup. I feel like I didn't want to do that. You threw that sinker right down the popsicle stick. You know, I was ready to swing at it. You know what? Maybe I didn't want Curtis Granderson hitting cleanup. Maybe that is where I wanted him. That's the thing with Greg Maddux, man. He can dot, but the second you miss a spot, it's a lot like I was talking about last video with Whitey Ford. You miss that spot, the pitches become really easy to hit. So if you're pitching with them, you gotta really take your time and be particular with where you aim. Try not to even get too repetitive in where you aim. Because first of all, you can hang pitches, but also when you can guess pitch against someone like a Maddux, it becomes a lot easier to hit. I'll tell you what. I was partially expecting inside cutter. I tried to gently tap the swing button. That didn't work. I definitely need to get myself a new controller. I use the Power A Fusion controller, and with how much I've used this thing over time, the A button like sometimes sticks when I go to swing. It's not because there's like anything sticky. Just when you press hard, the button stays down for a little longer than it should, and it doesn't help in this game. Because in this game, you know, being very gentle with the swing button is the difference between a normal swing and a check swing. All right, I'm sticking inside sinker, and we try to put this right on the black. I could tell with how much he's check swinging, he's trying to really commit the fastball. So I'm trying to throw him off by throwing inside sinkers, try to throw him off of that fastball. Throw it down the way slider. We'll try to aim it in the zone here. Beautiful. It got the job done. He's very check swing heavy right now, so he's looking for fastballs to hit, and I don't want to give him those four seams too much. So I'm going to kind of nitpick around the zone here. Try to see how much he expands. See, that's a tough pitch to take, especially when he's sitting fastball, so good take. We'll go away screwball here. Give him something different. All right, he's taking all the way. Absolutely no way he doesn't even bother check swinging at that. That's how his first few at-bats went. Ah, good swing. He just sat back on that away sinker. So he's making adjustments. He was really early on that four seam to start. And now making a little bit of adjustments on the timing. Sitting back on the away stuff now. Good swing. There's that check swing. That time we got it very late, though. We're too late. So we got him off the fastball for that pitch there. The screwball, way too low. It is the thing with Satchel that I definitely see being a problem is the lack of location. And I don't know how his pitches are not being able to control, you know? Like, had he had a changeup instead of either the curveball or the screwball, I feel like that would help him out a lot. The screwball and curveball are both pitches you kind of got to rely on being just below the zone with how big the pars are, you know? Like, he can't locate it, and they're not pitches meant to be located well. So, like, having to throw those pitches is kind of brutal. I'm not going to lie. Let's go high above the zone four seam here. Now we'll go inside sinker on the hands. Beautiful. That ended up just being an accidental tunnel. All right, so he's been hesitant on that down away slider. He check swung at it last time. I'm going to try to go backdoor sinker, try to freeze him on it. That sucks. Try to go four seam now. There we go. Gets an out. I got to remember to move my outfielders deep. The good old Xbox outfielders being a little in at custom stadiums. Let me move you back. Yeah, I can tell you what. This is not going to be an easy start for Satchel. My opponent definitely is a solid hitter. He's got pretty good timing on fastballs. He's going to hit some mistakes when he gets them. I got to really keep him off of that fastball timing. Get his eyes on other stuff. Man, like, that's like such a slow screwball. Like, if it touches the zone, it's so easy to slow down and react to. Like, that, it's not getting swings below the zone. And it's very simple to time. That's not a hard pitch to time. So you probably got to treat that differently than a normal screwball. Maybe got to save it for just down and away versus lefties, and that's it. There we go. Curveball slider mix. Let's go in on the hand sinker. Oh, that's beautiful. He did not know what to look for there. That sequence worked. We did slider, curveball, sinker. Cool with me. All right, we need to score again. We get some runs right back here. And there's that away sinker. Swung at it because he's throwing that a lot. It's like his go-to first pitch, righty lefty. Try to just get a down away sinker in the zone. Yeah, you're not doing anything with that. That is just a dot. That's a Greg Maddux special pitch right there. That's one you got to punish. Just a changeup that floats in the zone. But I couldn't even sit back on it long enough. And a slider, too. Sat back too much. Actually, no. Didn't even sit back enough on that. Yeah, I got my mistake pitches, man. I got my pitches to hit there. Just didn't hit him. I was just off on the timing. We'll get it down as we keep going here. But we're still adjusting the good old Greg Maddux here. I'm going to camp this PCI down and away here. I want to see him attack down and away here. Kind of wish I was ready to swing at that, but that's okay. We're trying to guess pitch here, early count. Wow, you read through that twice in a row? That's kind of a psychotic pitch mix, or pitch choice. He threw 2 straight cutters down and into a lefty. Like, that's just freaking ballsy. No, like, you don't do that. Like, that's like the That's where the lefties kill it, you know? All right, so now he probably goes back to the away stuff. He was going all inside there. Now he goes away this at bat. That's right down the middle. Thank you very much. Maybe goes back inside this at bat. Oh, you got righty. Let's see what he does here. I'm interested if he tunnels his bottom right part of the zone. Probably goes like a way sinker here. Oh, he did a way cutter. Okay. We'll give him that. Hey, listen, even if there are some at-bats where I just take some good to hit pitches, I'm cool with it because I do want to get this pitch count up. Want to see some pitches, you know? All right, 3-2. The runner will be running. Probably, I feel like he leans away cutter here. Hanging slider. Oh my goodness. He did inside sinker. I was kind of sitting on 1 or 2 pitches, either away cutter, inside sinker. I was just missed it, man. Are you kidding me? Now he goes probably away slow stuff. Keeps the train moving. Keeps the rally going. We're up to 40 pitches in less than 2 innings. I am A-okay with that. Oh, literally just a smidgen early on that. Swing I'm willing to take. That pitch stays over the plate a good while. All right, let's try to just drop a 4-seam on the black here in the zone. Yeah, I feel like low fastball is going to have to be a good pitch for us because Satchel's relying a bit on breaking stuff with the screwball and the curveball along with that sinker. So we'll probably throw some low 4-seams right at the knees, some sinkers just below the knees. So we can maybe start mixing in this other stuff here. But man, just like this pitch, not super competitive. You kind of just got to bank on a pitch like a scenario like that, where you just get him to check swing at it below the zone like that. I think he's sitting inside, that's for sure. You get a sinker below the zone, buddy. Good take. Let's go high 4-seam up and away, like entire opposite part of the zone. Beautiful. He absolutely slammed that PCI out there. If I threw that higher, he hits that out. He pokes that out for a homer for sure. There we go. He saw his screwball. He's read it. That's my sign of him taking it all the way. He now has a read in that pitch. He's seen it a few times in the inning. It's like at the start of an inning where he has to like reset. It's like there's like a little bit of an adjustment period. This is another one of those at bats. He's just 3-0. You're not getting in an away sinker this time. You get inside. Thought. We're going to challenge him, you know? If he hits this, he hits it. The home run was on the away sinker. And he missed it. Sometimes you got to take that scary pitch. You got to challenge him, you know? You got to establish that velocity inside. Get his eyes on that a little bit. And there we go. All right. I still think advantage us. Man, I got to slow down on that because that needs to be a home run. I am not slowing down to the changeup at all here. Oh. Wait a minute. That's only okay contact? That's crazy. I mean, it's okay that it's an out on that type of outcome. But man, it's only hit 85? I feel like I'm all over that with that. Is it just because I was just late on that? All right, so he went inside cutter there. Let's see if he throws it again here. He threw it below the zone. I don't know if it intentionally or not, but I'm upset. So if that was in the zone, I'm all over it. He's playing that bottom inside, low and inside corner versus the lefty this bat. It's like he's alternating at bats. I've talked about this before where sometimes pitchers like alternate their pitching approaches between at bats. And yeah, we talked about it the other at bat with Soto, how he went 2 down and then cutter twice in a row, which is kind of psychotic. We're in the at bat where he's just focusing all inside here. Whew, what a take. I had a feeling he'd go back to that cutter again. Oh, and he went back away. He went all inside that at bat and tries to drop in a sinker down and away. Tries to get me off my timing. What a cut, Griffey. Whew. That right there is just like pure, like, not luck, but like reaction, you know? I'm sitting inside, expecting him, you know, throw inside, and he just throws that sinker away once again. I tell you, sometimes games are just a matter of seeing a pitch enough, or seeing a pitcher enough. Curtis Granderson has 2 homers, by the way. He's nuts. And this feels like a game of, I just missed a few swings early on. There were some pitches that I kind of wish I had swung at. And now that I'm guessing how he's throwing me and seeing Maddux a bit, we're starting to get the repetition. We're starting to see the pitches more, get the timing down. And we're starting to connect here. So it's about time we just keep on putting up big innings. Is this the inside at bat? Is it keep throwing stuff inside? I just love how we're working a lot of pitches this at bat. Or these at bats in general. I'm not hitting the hanging changeups and sliders as much as I should, which is somewhat of a problem. But we're seeing a lot of pitches, and we're turning a control pitcher into someone who's really trying to nitpick around the zone. Which is absolutely what you want to do. When you let a control type pitcher just dice away and just keep dotting you over and over again, then that's when you have a tough time against them. Either that or when you start swinging away. We're trying to make him dot the zone, and we're not giving in outside the zone too much. You know, we're making him throw in the zone and throw quality strikes to get me to swing. And that's why we're making pretty consistently solid contact. So as long as we're doing that, we're getting that pitch count up. We eventually see pitches over the plate, and we eventually square them up. All right. Josh Donaldson, pull hitter. I'm going to make him hit a down and away slider. That pitch teleported. I don't really like that. I want one at that spot. Okay. I don't like this now. Try to drop a sinker in here. Okay, Satchel. Give him a fastball then. I'll throw it again, dude. Don't think I won't throw it down away fastball again. He really just has the fastball. It's like the only thing he can really locate. All right, let's go in on the hand sinker. Yeah, he's early on that. Good. Exactly what I want to see. Now we'll go back to down and away slider because we got him early inside. Hey, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. He was early on the slider. He just slapped it up the middle. It was somewhat a lucky hit in a sense. Like, I put that in a good spot. And he just was lucky to find grass on it. All right, away 4-seam, he's late. So he's trying to mentally sit back. The home run he hit was on an away sinker. Oh, that's beautiful. See, we got that one screwball at the inning we were able to fool him on. We'll go down and slider on the hands now. Oh, he almost got him to bite. Let's challenge him. Down and 4-seam on the black. See, if you hit the spot, you freeze him. Like, I knew he was not ready for that. Back to the slider. Early. Let's go low curveball down and in. Tunnel off the slider. Come on, give me a check swing. This dude just check swings so much, man. 4-seam again, but we're aiming a little higher. Works. It works. He's late on it. We just needed to get it in the zone there so we get him to swing. You know, if it was outside just on the black, he wasn't going to swing at that. Beautiful. Now he's late on that. We go down in slider just off the plate. See how... Okay, so he took that. Go away four seam now. Yeah, it honestly feels like as I'm pitching more with Satchel, he's really becoming this four seam slider guy. Those are two pitches I'm really relying on here. He went.
What you got?
Thank you. He's like, you're relying four seam slider, and you're using the other stuff just to maybe get check swings or just some sort of swing outside of zone, you know? That's the name of the game, it feels like. He was definitely underneath that. I'm glad that hit the spot it did. That's lower. That's a freaking piss missile. All right, there we go. Try the curveball here. That's fine. Let's come right back into the zone of the four seam. He can't hit that right now. He cannot get that timing down. Now I'm going to go away slider just outside of zone. And we get a rollover. We get our early swing. He was early on the away four seam. I mentally tell himself, okay, gotta try to sit back on it, but he's still got that muscle memory of the away fastball. He just can't get that timing down right now. So you get a rollover on a slider. Alrighty. He went all down and in the Soto last time. I'm gonna try to be ready to swing at that if he goes cutter again. I'm not gonna miss that every time, dude. I'm gonna hit that as an absolute rocket one of these pitches. What did he say? What did I say? You can't keep throwing that inside cutter to Soto. I'm not going to miss that every time. Thank you very much. It's a good swing. Literally just underneath it. Just underneath it. Just a little late. It's a pitch you want to swing at. That's a pitch I got to kill. I have not killed the mistakes too much. It's just been a game of guessing pitches and guessing right. When I get those hanging sliders and changeups, I have to hit those better. Best thing, when you have a control pitcher and they hang a breaking ball, you got to make him pay for it.
2-1.
All right, so he went inside a few times with Jackie last at bat. Did it again there. I feel like he probably goes away after me being early inside. Try to get a roll over to shortstop. Oh, wow. He tunneled the sinker off the changeup. Okay. I'm glad we fought that off. I was not ready for that at all. See, that's what you have to do. When you get a floating breaking ball, you have to make him pay for it. When you don't throw quality sinkers and cutters for your strikes, and you try to attack the zone with sliders and curveballs and changeups, then you have to make them pay for it. That's the name of the game with against Greg Maddux. If you let him just dot the black, if you chase outside of the zone consistently, then you let them win. But when they dot the zone and you're ready to swing, you put up good swings in those pitches, you don't chase outside of the zone. You make him try to get weird in the zone. You make him try to attack the zone with breaking stuff to throw you off. If he just keeps throwing sinkers and cutters in the zone, I've been proven I can hit him. So he tries to throw weird pitches, and that is how you get your mistake pitches. That was another one. I just put up a really bad swing. That's what I mean. Like, those changeups, I hit those all game. We have at least 10 at this point, I feel like. But I've just missed some mistakes here. Yeah, it's like such like a not competitive pitch. That is a competitive pitch. Like, that's a good cutter. All right, well, good news is we're still scoring. We're still doing our thing. You know what? I'm just gonna go a little ballsy and attack this dude a little bit inside. He's either really early or late on inside fastballs. He's not really proving to me that he can get the timing down. He's either overselling or not selling out at all for him. Oh, that one dotted. That is a very lucky pitch. Let's go down in slider now. We're gonna get the pen up here. Satchel does not have that much left in the tank. That is for sure. 78 pitches in 5. I think he only gave us 5 or 6, honestly. Got all my bullpen resting. All right, let's go high 4-seam up and away. Ooh! That man sent that PCI up there if he jammed that into the ground. Man, how high was his PC? He got that above the zone, if that's what he did. That's crazy. That's why I like going to that pitch sometimes. You kind of focus on one part of the zone. He probably starts maybe camping the PCI down there or just really guessing pitch there. Where he throws something else, you force him to just try to become a react slam PCI hitter. All right, let's go inside on the hand sinker. Good take. We'll go 4-seam now. The fact that this dude has been struggling fastball and he had no sort of hesitation on taking that inside sinker kind of tells me he was not sitting fastball early in the count. And there he was. So let's go a low slider just below the zone. We had a really early swing here. Oh my goodness, we made him look foolish. We made him look foolish on that. What a pitch. Yeah, this dude's just struggling with the fastball. He's struggling with the fastball. He's either really early on him or really late on him. So his strategy is working all around getting timing down on the fastball. So that's what's allowing us to throw those sliders and stuff. So that's A-okay with me. I definitely want to keep getting his pitch count up with Maddux in the game here. I want to eventually see those mistakes. I want to see those hangers again. He'll throw some more hanging changeups, and I'm going to be ready for him this time. That one was not too much of a hanger. He at least located that in a good spot. Probably doesn't throw it twice in a row, though. Nope, he threw it again. Sent down and away. Just a little early on it, too. They almost sat back on that and hit that left. That one we sat back on. Is that fair? Curtis Granderson. 3-homer game for the Grandy man. I am telling you all, if you need an outfielder, you gotta try Curtis Granderson. All right, Devin Williams. I am cool with this. I feel like this Devin Williams is cake. He's just screwball, cutter, 4-seam. We just gotta get a read on the screwball, and we gotta sit back enough on the cutters. Ooh, that's a good pitch. What's going on with that screwball? Is it quicker than I expect? What's going on here? I'm late on it. Okay, I gotta be quicker on it. Screwball is quicker than I expect. For some reason, I'm just a notch behind it at that. Man. That one's gonna go, but I felt like I should have demolished that pitch. You know? It was only hit 87. That's a lucky homer. I felt like I should have sent that ball to Jupiter. God, am I late in that again? Man. Okay, I wasn't late on that one. That was a very bad screwball. I tried to dot it high. Like I'm not going to swing at that. Come on, let's get our last two. Let's get the mercy here. Cattell. One more swing and we can get the mercy here. Oh, is this going to be a triple? I'm going to go for it. Sendies. He just keeps throwing screwballs right now. And we just connected on 2 in a row. Come on, Jackaboy. Brock Stewart. Well, we got Devin Williams out of the game right away. That's a fastball right down the middle. Literally right down the middle. I will swing at that all day. We're one run away from a mercy. Come on. Oh, that could have been it. No, 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 no. No, no. Thank you. I probably did swing there, but thank you, Blue. That was a bad pitch. That right there was me trying to do too much. Like, I really wanted that to be a sinker right on the black. But it was not. Absolutely was not. Alrighty. Satchel, you get a little bit more of the leash extended. You now have a 7-run lead. That down away 4-seam, he is not really hit. Honestly, his best swing was on a down and away sinker. The 4-seam has been wonderful this game. Let's see if he's got it on this screwball. Let's see if he can dots on the black. Oh, that is so tough to sit back on, man. You gotta sit back on a dotted screwball away while also getting ready to time up 100-mile-per-hour 4-seam. All right, so curveball that kind of catches plate. I'm going to kind of try to throw an inside sinker on the hands. All right, he's early in that too. I kind of want that higher. I think if it was higher, it would have fooled him. There it is. See, that's where I wanted it last pitch. Satchel with a cakewalk of an inning. We just need a run and we're out of here. And we save our pen. All right, let's go. Oh, that should have been GG. Middle play fastball. I'll just lay it on it. You gotta just poke that over the right field wall. All right, Griff. Ooh. It's interesting. A lot of people actually use Brock Stewart. Actually, it might be something I throw in my pen to start next season. I know a lot of people vibe with him. I know he's got sinker cutter and such, so I see why people vibe with him. I feel like his hits per 9 was a little lower for a reliever. That's why I didn't really bother using him at all. All right, we're fighting. Good pitch. That's a pretty good changeup. Pretty good changeup there. And that's a really bad 4-seam. Is that 4-home run game for the Grandy man? How far was that? Brother Curtis Granderson. This meant to be like a farewell to a lot of these cards, right? That's my sign that this man needs to stay in the lineup. What an insane performance for the Grandy man. 4 for 4 with 4 homers. I gotta record that clip. I gotta like tweet that out. That home run was unreal. How far did he hit that? I needed 468. No. Actually, wait, no, I think that was it. Yeah, blank homered to right. 468 at my stadium, which is lower elevation. That's unreal. And that was a really good game. I hope you guys enjoyed that vibe of a late night scan. We were just on it all past that second inning. We were just foot on the gas. We got Greg Maddux down. We started to find it with Satchel Paige. And that was a fun little game there. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll go through, see if we get anything lucky out of the XP path here. But I'm going to be doing one more late night scan before I send off this season. And it'll be saying goodbye to set 2 cards. So next game I play, which you'll see up the next day, will be set 2 only cards. Saying goodbye to all of them. So I appreciate you all watching. You have a great rest of your day. And feel free to watch the rest of the Late Night Scan series here. I have them all on a playlist there if you want to check them out. But you all have a great rest of your day. See you again on next one.